it may not be directly relevant. It may not directly map on to the topic today, but there's a scripture in the Bible that evangelicals and my previous faith tradition repeated all the time. It's that many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen to answer the call, to service to the Lord, or whatever. I don't know exactly what the motivations behind the scripture are, but I know it's repeated a lot. And I kind of take it as, many are available to do the work of fighting fascism. In this case, I'm going to map it onto what I'm talking about here. But few are really ready for the work. A lot of people will flap their lips and make a moment for themselves on social media, chasing that clout and those clicks and that virality. I know a little bit about that. My job is that. But some of those people aren't ready for the actual fight. And Jared Moskowitz, Democrat, who made his fame wearing his blue suits and talking about being a Smurf, and all of that was for show, apparently. Because over the last few days, up to and including yesterday, when he did an interview praising what a wonderful Attorney General Matt Gaetz will be, it started with him congratulating Elise Stefanik on her appointment to be the UN ambassador. When fascists gain power and start appointing other fascists to do work, there's no praise to be given, Jared. Are you here to make the transition easier for them, to glad hand and make sure they're not going to come after you? If so, you're not in it for the right reasons, brother. You're not here for the fight. You're here either to lay down and take it, or to make it easier for them to bring to fruition the thing they want to, which is fascism and anti-democratic movements in this country. Here was the tweet about Elise Stefanik. This tweet from this account: President-elect Donald J. Trump has named Republican Representative Elise Stefanik, a hardline supporter of Israel, as the United States ambassador to the United Nations. Jared Moskowitz quote tweeted it and said, "For those of us who have been fighting anti-Semitism at the United Nations, they're about to get some needed medicine at Elise Stefanik." Are they? Is this fascist, or at the most charitable interpretation of what she is a fascist enabler? Someone who is going to implement Donald Trump's policies and ideas and ideals globally? Is this the time to be patting her on the back and giving her an attaboy? Jared, coward, weakling, quivering simp. Look, if you thought going after this election that it was going to be easy times and we're team players for the Democrats, that's not what I do. This is unacceptable. If you're doing anything other than obstructing and making it difficult to implement the Donald Trump policies, you're missing the moment. And it became clear, like, I was going to do a video on this the other day, and I thought, this is a one-off. I'm not going to drag this guy. It's not a one-off. He was on yesterday talking about Matt Gaetz being named the Attorney General, I believe on CNN. And it's not sarcasm. I've seen lots of people saying, people who treat this like a team sport, like we have to defend Democrats at all costs. Not when they're fucking up, you don't. Not when they're making it easier for Donald Trump to implement what he wants to implement. No. This is him, not sarcastic, talking about what a great and qualified man Matt Gaetz will be as Attorney General.
As the Trump cabinet is taking shape, at least the one that he would like to be coming in with him in this new term, he is picking, he has said, Congressman Matt Gaetz as Attorney General. This is perhaps his most controversial pick of all of those that we have seen announced or reported so far. And joining us now is a Democratic colleague of Matt Gaetz's, Congressman Jared Moskowitz from Florida, as is Matt Gaetz. Just your reaction to this. I mean, this news just broke. It's out on Trump's Truth Social. Is the Hill abuzz with the news? Is your phone blowing up over this? Give us a sense of what's going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, this is what the American people voted for, right? I mean, you know, Trump was not shy about what he wanted to do in this country. And, you know, in Matt Gaetz, he's not only going to get someone who's fiercely loyal, but fiercely competent. Matt Gaetz knows exactly what to do with the Attorney General's office. He will turn that into be most powerful Attorney General in American history. I know Matt well. We served together in the legislature in Florida. In fact, Matt was the one who was part of the transition team of Ron DeSantis, who helped get me appointed as the director of emergency management in the state of Florida. And so, you know, Trump was very clear on what he wanted to do with government. And in Matt Gaetz, he is going to get a very competent, very powerful Attorney General.
If that's not ass kissing, taint cuddling of Jared Moskowitz up to Donald Trump and Matt Gaetz, what is it? This is what the American people voted for Matt Gaetz to be Attorney General. Jared, fiercely competent Matt Gaetz, knows what to do at the DOJ with the Attorney Generals. And then he will be the most powerful Attorney General in the history of the United States. Why don't you just switch parties now, Jared? Look, there's plenty of open spots for you, billets, if you will, for ass kissers and brown nosers, lapdogs and sycophants and cowards in the Republican Party. And if we're going to lose the majority anyway in the House, good fucking riddance. There is no room for this in the fight ahead. None. And if you're out there and you're saying to yourself, you're being a little too hard, or you're being way too hard on Jared here, on the little Smurfy guy, he's done some good work. Has he? He voted to censure colleague, Democrat, Rashida Tlaib. And now he's just laying down and stretching his neck out for the boots of fascism in America. I don't got time for it. The country certainly doesn't have time for it. Your cute little viral moments, they got you this far. But when the rubber hits the road and the work is ready to be done, you're not in it for the fight. You don't have it in you. There's no steely-eyed grit in Jared Moskowitz. But as always, I'm open to having my mind changed. What do you think? Comment below. I do want to hear from you. I want to hear from detractors, too. Tell me in the comments how you disagree. How am I wrong? You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. I almost made a joke about Jared Moskowitz is a coward at dollemore.com, but that email address does not exist. If you want to help support this work, if you're still here, if you're not angered away, clicking away and unsubscribing at the aggression and the truth telling, please consider supporting this work. Click the join button below for $1.99. You can become a channel member. You can also go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and help support my work there. I appreciate it very much. Follow me on social media. There you can tell me how wrong I am on Blue Sky and Threads and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. All of them at Dollemore. I love and appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.